Can I say an enormous thank you first to Russ from RSPE for pulling this together in somebody said to me, how did we get a room at Namm in 2 weeks' notice? Well, it was Russ doing what Russ does. So thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Let's just give him a round of applause for that. Also, you will notice we're in a room that's set up to sell stuff and to show stuff. These guys have given up the next hour or so that we can do this. So that's really appreciated. We really want to say thank you to Triad-Orbit. I don't know if you've seen these stands. If you ever wonder what will happen if there's a nuclear bomb drop on your studio, these are the mic stands that will survive it. I've just been taking a look at them. They are just utterly awesome. They've got some really... Cliff is now my hostess doing the demo for me. That's fantastic. Go and check them out afterwards, please. Go to the back of this room and check out the Triad-Orbit stuff. It's just awesome, awesome gear. It's not only about that it's built like... we use an expression in England, but I won't use it. I'll be polite. It's built like a tank, but also you can put these mics into virtually every permutation you could think of. So you could put two mics right next to each other because these legs change angles and stuff. So check them out. Thank you, Triad-Orbit, for giving up your time this afternoon and giving us this room at short notice. We really appreciate that. Can we say thank you to them as well, please? Because some of those guys are in the room. Thank you. I would like to introduce the panel this afternoon. The plan of this is that we've got a load of questions that have come in. We can take them from the floor as well, but we've had some stuff emailed in. I'm Russ Hughes. I'm the editor of Pro Tools Expert. We are, I think I'm safe in saying, the #1 independent Pro Tools site out there. Colin, what motivates you to do what you do? This is from Arnold in Glasgow in the UK.
What motivates me? I'm a very bad musician and not so great of an audio engineer either. But there are some small parts of the process that I seem to obsess and compulse about in a productive way, and the ideas seem to work, so it's kind of exciting. You know, I'm not going to be a rock star, and I'm not going to be the guy getting the Grammy, but I'm quite happy to make some tool that people will like, and I can go to the Namm show, and people will give me a hug and a butt slap and go, yeah, man, that's awesome! Do I know you? I don't have any friends, I think, on my Facebook page that wear leather pants. Just saying. But okay, yeah. So it's fun. So I like my job and I want to keep doing it. I'm done. You're up, Cliff.
Cliff, yeah. Talk about what motivates you.
The thing that motivated me from the very beginning is just, it's so cliche, but it's the music, it's the sound, it's the feeling that I used to get when I'd listen to music and songs that I'd hear on the radio. And I can hear some of those songs today, and it brings me back to that time that was back in the 60s. 64, I mean, in 64, I was thinking last night, I figured you might ask about, you know, why that would affect me so much. I can still remember when I was about 14 years old, I was picking cherries on a cherry farm to make my living as a young kid, to be able to buy his stuff. And I can still remember the Beach Boys songs and all of the things that were playing on my little transistor radio that I had at that time.
Musical snapshots.
Yep, and it happens. You can just pick them out from one place to another. The songs that do that to you. That's what motivated me to get involved in the recording.
Tom.
So I was a recording engineer out of college, and really enjoyed being around musicians and recording them and putting real musicians in a room, and was always fascinated by the technology, and moved to California and worked in sales of the kit and learning the workflows. And I got to meet so many great people that I see out here, and got interested in Pro Tools. At the time, I think it was version 2, and edited some of my own music and thought, this is the future. This is what I want to be a part of. And for me, the motivation is really meeting just some of the coolest people. In fact, I wrote a blog about doing a Namm in 2001 where I demoed Pro Control to Stevie Wonder and put his hands on the console. And Gil, my counterpart, was demoing the Control 24 to Ray Charles. And just being around great people and such talented people who use our tools to create. It's just it's inspiring.
Gary.
You know, I know what got me into this. You know, it was always about the music. I think we find these days it's challenging. I think this is what the real question is. We knew what the motivation was a long time ago as to why we got into it. Why we still do this is really the challenge of it all. It's very difficult. Coming to a Namm show and seeing our friends is really the greatest part of this whole thing. Seeing the gear is one thing, but seeing the people. And the way we used to do sessions, just regular television and orchestra dates, 30, 40, 50 people every session, it's not that way anymore. So I think it's very challenging to be motivated to keep going. That being said, I love what I do now, you know, more than ever. The tools are great. I feel fearless when I do it. We just need to do more of it.